Morning, guys. All right. It's snowing in my house. You can see it all around me. So that's exciting. And we're going to play some continuation of our Battletech Roguetech campaign. Super excited to be playing more of this. Had a lot of fun with this yesterday. Hoping it gets better. Tried a couple of the supposed lag fixes. We'll see how they help. Or if they help. All right. Hey, stunned. How's it going? Good morning. Get this up and running. My big studio lighting stuff is heating up. That's why I'm not gonna mess with the snow right now. Hopefully it will fix itself. If I have to adjust it in like half hour or so, that's fine. But it should be catching up. All right. We have a game. It's called Twitch. We should delete this other crap. Okay. Morning, Gorby. Hello, Vivinti. Such a weird mechanic. I delete it from that screen and it says there's no existing save. I know there's no existing screen save. I just deleted it from that screen in front of you. All right. You're here to crush your enemies. Good. You'll fit right in. Oh, nice. We can delete by career. Oh, that's a pretty cool feature. Although I don't know why I have to do it every time. Okay. Oh, I see. It was a whole different folder for each of them. Rough. Okay, so we don't need these start points then. We've already passed that. Okay. All right. Multi-ton mech crushing enemies. Yes, and we're going to have to crush them because we are not going to be able to shoot them with lasers because our mechs do not come equipped with lasers for some reason unknown to anyone. Not putting weapons on your giant death robot is like the memeiest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. But we'll fix that. We will edit the loadouts of our own mechs to put weapons back into them. And then we will conquer. I'd call it the inner sphere, but I don't really know what the inner sphere is. I think it's a smaller collection of planets and systems or whatever. Or both. We'll learn the lore. And by learn it, I mean mostly dismiss it, scoff at it, and poke fun at it. But, you know, we'll pick up a little bit here and there. Honestly, all lore should start with, in the grimdark future, there is only war. I mean, what a great start for all lore. In the grimdark future, there is only war. In the cooking channel. And then it should break down like the cooking recipes for the grimdark future. Would you like a grimdark meat pie? I think it could be useful. Is that the full quote, QED? In the grim darkness of the future, there's only war? Yeah. Seems like a good quote. There should be variations of that, though. In the murky dimness of the post-present, there is only conflict. That could be your whole new, like a whole new company could take that one up. All right. Meanwhile, what were we doing? We just completed a mission. Yes. In the grim darkness of the future, there are only mechs without lasers. But we are bringing light, literally light, in the form of a laser barrage to the degenerates of this world. All right, so we completed one mission. Our goal was to do 2 missions, fatigue all of our pilots, and then move systems, I believe. So we'll get started with that. QED or other regulars or mods who are here, if you could remind me in about an hour or two, I would like to crowdsource some of the staffing of the Ministry of Reviews. get some sense of what people think is a good way to get people in there. I have a good way to get people out of there. I don't have a good way to get them in there right now, so I'll have to figure that out. Who is this redheaded person you keep putting in this emote with me, Auntie? Let's see. Yeah, just ping me at some point today. It doesn't really matter. Just like an hour or two, be like filter reminder for whatever the hell it was. Oh, this. Okay. There we go. Don't know that streamer. Who's seller? All right. Let's take a look. All right. So we have to make a decision, I believe, because I think you love both of us. Do you want to build like a seller filthy like snowman hybrid? That is mostly us just wandering around doing something. I don't know. I'll have to check out this channel. All right. We needed to make a decision about the final mech tech point, right? Because I think there was still a pilot for hire. I think it was this guy. I did ask, by the way. What's the second part of lady's name? Lady Electo. Oh, from the game. Oh, okay, I see. Lady Electo is told me there is a way to modify it so I can have all my starting characters be non-backer characters, which means they could all be renamed, which we could do a chat named run. Granted, it makes all of our characters kind of suck because the background ones are the good ones, but I don't know if that's adjustable or not, but we'll see. Consider it. Uh, 2 seconds, I gotta deal with this real quick.
Didn't I just have one of these?
2 seconds, guys, sorry. Okay. Hey, Chad, didn't you just have one of these? Yes, you had one of these yesterday. I am 100% certain you had a resub notification yesterday. I'm glad we're getting the double resub notifications again. That really helps me know which subs like sharing resubs. Any luck with the optimization? We don't know yet. I did do a number of optimization fixes yesterday. The only one I didn't do was downloading a third-party program that I have to run on every fucking boot up to prioritize tasking on the cores or something like that, which I wasn't very excited about doing. But I did do all the other ones. Now, the other ones aren't very deep, honestly. It's like messing with your page file and changing the Battletech basically to be an exception on your Windows Defender or whatever antivirus you use. So, okay. So I did those. So we'll see if it has any performance changes whatsoever. In the meantime, what are we doing with these? We are deciding whether or not we want to take Blackjack. He starts with lower experience by a lot because he doesn't have those backgrounds. Those backgrounds are just like a big experience boost. Experience boost is relevant. It's a lot of accuracy or a lot of specialization of the character. But we could probably afford one newbie if we're willing to level, if the mech tech skill is valuable enough to do that. And decreased timing on all of our mech-based stuff seems really good to me. So a large part of me is interested in doing that. We would have to dismiss someone from the barracks. The barracks has only 8 berths right now. Presumably the people we brought in the last mission are not people we're very interested in dismissing. Wait, how did this guy's gunnery and piloting go down? Oh, he's fatigued. Pilot will suffer from low spirits if used in combat. The Lance will also experience reduced resolve per turn during combat. Mood changes based upon funding. +1 Met pilot is okay. Less resolve lost when fatigued does not get low spirits from fatigue. Why would you get low spirits from fatigue? Okay, but all their stats are pretty heavily reduced. That's interesting. Okay, new mechanic. Who of these Also, how can we... I don't want to be rude here, but we have 4 pilots who were used in that previous mission. We have 5 remaining pilots right now. 4 and 5 does not equal 8. I don't want to be the one to bring this out, but I'm bringing it out. Just FYI. Anyways, we need to dismiss one of these guys. One of whom is our officer, so we don't want to get rid of them. This is a technician. We're not getting rid of him. This is a command experience officer, so we're not getting rid of him. No, this is not. I misread this. Oh, that's annoying.
Ready for orders.
We may not actually have commanders right now. This pilot has experience commanding a lance, a ship, or other military unit. Bonus XP for every pilot in a lance if a command pilot is present. Do we have... Is that a separate one? Commander doesn't live in the barracks. Why then do we see him when we go to the barracks? Mr. Zero Baja with all the answers? Alright, I gotta find the Roguetech wiki then and take a quick look. Is there a separate ability, like the commanding ability that gives me this? Because I thought we were getting extra experience, but we probably aren't from this. Where is the... pilot skills? Installation guide, FAQ, donate here, performance tips, mechs, intro to Roguetech, pilot guide, mech bay guide, Argo guide, skill-based initiative guide. I did not read the ECM guide yet. I need to do that at some point. I should probably open that and take a look. And new pilot skills and quirks. That's what I was looking for. Okay. And we're going to read the electronic warfare guide probably here in a minute too. It probably makes sense to do. I'll read it on stream too. All right. Here's the piloting guide. Command experience. If a command pilot is present. There is a commander. Increase resolve per term if officer or commander is in the lance. Officer. Increase resolve per turn if an officer is in the lance. Commander wealthy, unstable tech, spacer, reckless, rebellious, officer, noble, naive, military, merchant, mech warrior, lucky, lost tech, klutz, jinxed, honest, gladiator, drunk, dishonest, disgraced, dependable, criminal, comstar. Command experience, cautious, brave, bookish, athletic, assassin. My reading of that suggests that command experience is a commander. No, commander's a separate one. But there's officer. Increased resolve per turn if an officer's in the lance. Bonus XP for every lance. There is no command pilot. So that doesn't make sense to me. All right. What? Any of you guys who have played this? What does this mean? What does this attribute actually tag? Because I want to know what that attribute actually tags. I'll put it in chat. All right, let's take a look at the eWar eWar reading thing so we can get some sense of what the fuck is going on with this. I think this should capture the correct one. Let's double check. Chrome. Yeah, okay. All right, electronic warfare. As commander of the battlefield, you want to use your electronic equipment to achieve the following objectives: locate, gain information, and protect. Electronic warfare checks. The core electronic warfare is the electronic warfare checks, the EWCs. A roll between -14 and +14, normal distribution with 30% of the rolls above 0. Each check is modified by skill checks and electronics equipment. Okay. Several EWC done during each round. EWC at the start of the round to identify overall EW efficiency. EWC at the start of each combat to identify sensor range. And EWC at the start of each combat round. Oh, this was combat round as well. Combat round to identify levels of detail for target within range. Okay. And the example. Okay, that's good to know. This is individual, not lance, so they don't share sensor information. Locating enemy units. In order to locate the enemy should be within effective sensor range of our bushwhacker. Effective sensor range defined by 3 parameters. Sensor range. the second check, and the target sensor signature. All right, so on our end, we can boost range, roll better, and on their end, their signature determines this, okay? Any unit within sensor range, you're able to get sensor info from it, okay? Table below contains base sensor ranges. Mech has 12 hexes. Each hex is 30 meters, good to know. Vehicle is 9, turret 15, others 6. Sensor range cannot drop below a number of hexes equal to sensor range minimum. This value defaults to 6 hexes. Okay. Modified sensor range. EWC2 is rolled, yielding a result between -14 and 14. The range check result is divided by 10, then used as a multiplier against the unit's sensor strength. Okay. So we get a modifier that's either up to -1.4. Well, you can't. Okay, let's see what that looks like. A range result, check result of +3 yields a sensor range multiplier. A range check result of +3. I see. No, they said divided by 10, so it should be ranged anyways. Okay. So we're getting a multiplier. Okay. Target sensor signature, sure. Yes, obtain a high roll, sure. Weapon analysis, surface analysis, structure analysis. Deep scan. Dental records, nice. All right, and you get a penalty if you're below a 0. Positive modifiers, sensors, active tropes, tactic skill, target within a C3 aura, units within a C3M aura, other buffs, target is ECM, targets within enemy ECM, units jammed. Okay. Sensors, ECM, active probes, electronic warfare suites. All right, I think I got the general gist of this. We'll come back to this when we need it. I don't want to read any more of it for this exact moment, so bury that in. Let's take a quick look if anyone answered the question. Lance is a unit in your team. Command pilot is a pilot with a skill, but there is no skill called command right now. There are a number of other skills. There's a commander, there's an officer, and there's a command experience. I haven't seen a commander or an officer stat offered on any of our guys. We see command experience, but not commander or officer on anybody. And I'm going to double check that just to make sure.
Ready. Right here. Yeah.
And command experience, if that is something you run in a group with an officer to get more experience for your guys, you need the basic officer to do that. Even our main guy here has no officer bonuses to it or commander. And this is the guy who's literally the commander of the mercenary company, supposedly.
Yes, Commander.
I think we saw an officer yesterday.
I'm receiving you.
All right, let's double check the Argo or the hiring hall just to make sure too, because I do want to figure that out. Oh, you think it might be a command skill? Like, that's a good call, Nerf. That could be a way to that happens too.
Commander.
This guy is officer. But interestingly, officer training school, right? So he's an officer. But interestingly, if you look at this, increased resolve per turn if an officer is in the lance. Sure. But it still doesn't say that he is an officer in the lance. Does this just mean that this is what he does because he's an officer? In which case, do those guys do what they do because they're commanders? Does that make sense? And I don't know. I think yes. I think we're using that correctly, but I'm not entirely certain. I would love someone who's played the game a bit more to confirm it for me. Okay, let's go take a look. The question was, what do they promote into? I think it's a good question. There might be a way to become an officer on tactics or guts, but I don't think there is. It's Berserker, that's Juggernaut, this is Tactician, and this is Sensor Lock. I don't see anything on there about promoting to a commander, which is an interesting idea, but I don't think is actually how it works in this system. I don't think. Okay, I would like the other technician. To get the other technician, we will have to let go of either this guy, who is the cautious person. There was one viewer yesterday who was very adamant that defense was very good at the cost of accuracy, although so far removing accuracy seems very bad to me. And then there was this guy. So we either need to make the decision of dropping a merchant or dropping a guy with cautious. And I'm not sure which of those is the bigger penalty. The penalty to buying right now is 2% if we give up the merchant. Our current modifier is 21. It will go up to 23 if we ditch the merchant. It's too bad because both those are passives. You know, the thing is, the plus defense thing is a tactical perk, while these other two are both strategic perks. I'm not against picking up tactical perks if we need them, but you can play around a tactical penalty. It's a little bit harder to play around a strategic penalty because there's less you can do. It's about doing this, for example. So I'm kind of a little bit tempted to buy the guy. Do we want to build? I kind of want to buy this portion of a Black Knight. I wonder if it's worth doing it. It's very expensive. I wonder how much money I should be spending early. Not a lot for sale on this system. We've got a large pulse, 2 RM5s, and an MG. We do need to start the repairing. I think we're gonna dump the guy with the plus defense bonus. I'm sure it's very good. I mean, it's minus accuracy for them, but I fucking hate accuracy penalties on my own. So it would definitely be a double-edged sword, which is a good perk to have, or a good perk to have in a game. But I think I'm gonna let him go. All right, buckshot.
Right here.
Nice knowing you. Dismiss. You're dependable. You're cautious. And you're gone. Gone! Alright, decision made. And you. You've been to technical school. Oh, you're also dependable. Okay. Welcome to the team.
New mech warriors available.
Also, we do have a couple character available for rename. Anyone who does not have a blue or green or purple tag next to them can be renamed. So we do have a new character who can be named after a person in chat, which I like the idea of. I'd like a run where we could do that with everybody, but we'll take individuals for now, who we can. So we should do that. All right, we're going to bring them on this run, presumably, since we need to get them experience. They start with 0. Who do I not want to bring on this run? Like Warrior Merchant. He has no particular bonuses that matter, although he's got a lot of experience. This guy has what now? Less experience. We should assign now our experience for the guys we're going to bring on this mission, and then select our mission and then go. Okay. All right. So this guy here. Anything in his? No. What mech do we have in our lances so far? Well, this is mission 2, so we've got a lot of mechs. Dozens of them. We have one laser between them, but we have dozens of mech bodies. All right. I don't think accuracy is ever going to be something I regret taking. Although if I take, I guess ranged accuracy is something I care less about on the guys who are going to be punching people. Nothing here immediately stands out for anything. This guy has no bonuses. Is there a point in leveling our commander? I mean, I guess he starts with a couple decent stat moves, but not great. And then he also starts with, I guess he starts with plot armor. Oh, that's okay, man. I don't mind your questions.
I live to serve.
I don't know. I just also enjoy trolling my chat from time to time. Alright, I think that I'm pretty happy taking at least Gunnery 4 on everybody. I think that pretty much always is true. I don't mind the +1 initiative, reduce hesitation. +1 in injury melee, +6 melee accuracy, -1 initiative randomness. I don't hate that either. What were these? Ace Pilot was pretty damn nice if you could pick that up cheap. Just depends how much total experience. Are we going to max all these pilots? It's another 2% accuracy and 5% range increase. Don't hate that either. Not sure 5% range increase actually tends to be very relevant. But I like double pumping accuracy here. It's very expensive very quickly to level, doesn't it? Plus 10 melee percent accuracy, minus 5% stability damage, 1 unsteady threshold. I can't change pilot names for most of these. Nerf. God, I hate making leveling decisions when I don't have knowledge about what were the relative importance of these. I think we're just going to take small amount of accuracy on this guy for sure. Let's do that. All right, confirmed. Can have a bunch of experience. All right, that was Arbiter. Blackjack has no experience. Death Crusade. Needs probably accuracy again. Low experience. It's okay. I want to take that. I don't think I do. I'm going to take 1 in gunnery. Dust Raker. Also going to take that 1 in gunnery. Who's my other... Is it this guy? Is my other officer? Okay. One of these guys needs to be a frontliner. This guy's brave. Doesn't do anything with training costs, right? It's bookish that does something with training costs. What does this one do? Brace after melee and death from above. Plus 1 initiative. Injury and melee resist. It says injury and melee resist. When I click on it, it gives me plus 5 heat generation. This is probably an active, huh? God, is melee just going to be trash? Really tough to say. Maybe I just run it without it for the first one. Is there a cap on the amount of experience I can accumulate? Hopefully not. All right, we're just going to take that. Let's go do our, actually do one of our missions. All right, so the last mission we did, what does this mean? This means go somewhere else, right? Okay. We would like to take one with a decent payout, civilian extraction against Curitan forces. Who are Curitan? They another faction? It's Draconis Combine. Okay. I'd like to not piss off either of the factions right now. Against the Free Worlds League. I don't know who we're going to end up with in. Against the Draconis Combine. These two look like they might be at odds with each other. Lyran Commonwealth. Lyran Commonwealth. Pirate Organization. This is a freebie in terms of we don't really care about. I don't think I care about local pirate organization stuff. For there's things. Interdiction is Commstar. Planetary Government. Do we care about the planetary government? Draconis Combine and the Draconis Combine. Okay. Did we restart? No. Well, I don't know where you're referencing from. We restarted once yesterday, but this is the same one we started the end of yesterday. So no, we're not restarted. Just haven't made very much progress yet. So it's between Last Mech Standing and Lost Supplies. Lost Supplies was against the pirates, right? All right, let's look at this one. 596, 313, 2 difficulty. It's not great. Last Mech Standing is basically the same reward structure. Oh, 1 less salvage is actually kind of a big deal. I think we would like to do at least 3 salvage. There's a 4 salvage here at the same difficulty with a shit ton of money. But we have to piss off the Commonwealth, which we're building rep for. I want to see how realistically we can keep our rep going up with people without burning rep at the same time. Which one is this one, by the way? What does this piss off again? Planetary Government. Okay. So I think we're going to take this one. I'm going to take this, I think it was Interdiction. No, it was Lost Supplies. We're going to take this one. All right. Negotiate. There may be better ways to select these, but if there are, I haven't figured them out yet, so it's fine. Wait, what? This is... This number is very different than the number you told me. Oh, it's max pay and max salvage. Son of a bitch. Alright, fine. Take the salvage. Accept the mission. Got the dudes. Let's get them in here. Alright. I'm a little annoyed about this because... Do I have to pull it out before I can, this was, whatever it was. Do I have to pull it out before I can get it back? Like, why is... The line holder took a shot. But it didn't take much. I think we're just gonna bring that guy. Stop work. Okay. So the spider's still in progress because the spider has structure damage. Okay. Pull it out before I get it back. It's generally how it works. Okay. Thanks for that. But the point was more along the lines of I didn't think I could launch guys who had structure damage, but I thought I could launch them if they had light armor damage. And it looks like that's true, but I need to not auto-confirm their repairs until I'm ready to leave this area. Hey, Xanadu. You know, hats to spend these informant credits on. Yeah, we're gonna figure that out. I want to talk to you. I want to brainstorm with you guys a little bit about the Ministry Review members at some point. Maybe we can use some points for that. I'm not sure. I think one of the things we're planning on doing is making it so non-ministry members can suggest games via the point system, but I'm not sure if that will work because I'm not sure we have a way to record that easily. Anyways, all right, that mech's out of there, so we can go back to the launch. The launch is going to be through the command center. We decided it was going to be lost supplies because it's pirates. Going to negotiate this to 3. All right, we've got 4 mechs now. Okay. We're gonna bring the little dude, the Stinger. That one's being repaired while we're down here. We're not bringing the fatigued pilots, we're bringing the unfatigued pilots. We have a 5-gun here. I'm not sure that was super actual relevant on this. The Panther ended up really wanting high gunnery skills. Got 4 there. We need to level the Blackjack for sure. So this is probably going, or Blackjack is a guy, not the gun. I think there's a mech called a Blackjack too, isn't there? Anyways, Dustraker 4 piloting here. This thing had a shit ton of guns. This thing had pretty good long range guns. This was easier to get accurate with, right? So we've got a 4, a 3, and a 5. All right, we're gonna plant this. This had the LRMs, right? So split missile might be good there. We'll run there. We'll run Death Crusade in here, and we'll run Dustraker there. Am I ever forced? Does anyone know if I'm ever forced to run Commander on any mission? Like, is it some kind of just like some campaign mission or some storyline mission or something where my commander ends up being forced into a boat? Because if not, I think I would rather level the actual pilots. I don't know. I guess we'll discover that answer together. Okay, we're gonna bring this. There's a deployment. I thought the issue this thing had was its slight armor damage. Roguetech, hell yes indeed, friend. All right. Let's deploy. Mech has unused tonnage. So when I deplete ammo here, does it, when I come back to the ship, is that ammo gone? Or is that ammo like restocked from the ship? In other words, is the ammo represented on the mech like there's where it goes, or that's all your ammo?
Never win.
Toss a coin to Filthy. Thank you,
Toss
Dustcrow.
a coin to Filthy.
Hey, I got that reference too because I watched part of the Witcher series the other day. It's refreshed when you get back. So why is this mech underweight? Maybe he's missing a chunk of armor. I'm not sure why the fuck it's underweight. He didn't take damage, so I don't know what's going on. Careful commanding of this drop looks like it might require more firepower than that. Well, I don't have more firepower. Where does it tell me that? So the difficulty is 1.5 compared to the 1 of the last one. The last mission was extremely easy. Wherever convoy transporting supplies to a pirate facility would like the supplies become lost. If you take my meaning, we'll provide the coordinates to known shipment. Alright, the only thing I'm willing to do then is, since this is our first kind of attempt at this game, I think the only thing I really like to do is just throw a quick save then, which we'll call okay. Let's try it. See what that warning actually means in terms of, is it going to be like unplayable difficult, or is it just going to be a little bit harder, or is it like that warning is like you fucking accept that warning or you lose? So we'll find out. We don't know. Okay, kept my setups? No, I kept my setups from the last mission just to be ultra annoying. Okay. But not the setting I just put in there. It's fine. I remember what it was. Okay. Okay. That's cute, Xanadu. All right. Oh, so that's the commander that explains the perk, I believe. You think it only works with the commander like that? The commander doesn't have a attribute that tags him as commander. So it's not like you open it up and it says like commander is one of his things. He's just you as the commander. I'm not sure it does. There's a bonus for us if we eliminate any witnesses. Ah, I'm in. Anytime we can, we will. Can't be worse than bobby pins, Zanbu. Every time I move out or move into places, the fucking can't get rid of bobby pins. They're like the fruit fly of women's accessories, apparel, hair. Like, what would I call that? All right, begin mission. I don't know what a D4 is. What's a D4?
Command interface initiated.
Oh, die 4 and die 20s. I see. Okay. We reached the coordinates we were provided. Continue. Move into position to intercept the shipment. Okay. Once the shipment's destroyed, head to the evac zone.
Reporting.
Yeah.
Enemy contact.
Enemy contact. Destroy the pirate shipment. Stop the convoy from escaping. Eliminate the pirate escorts. Destroy the pirate support lance. We've got 5 sensor pings to begin with. We don't have an initiative for them. Who is our current? Our hunchback is first to go.
Waiting for orders.
So I could potentially fucking volley this thing. That seems very valuable. Do I wish to sprint? We get reduced. Get reduced accuracy sprinting. This is probably fine. That tells me we're getting a side shot, but not a... Actually, I don't remember what purple is. So I can see the facing of it through Fog of War, I guess. Obstructed side shot? Okay. So if I go there, I get an unobstructed shot. Okay, that's a little bit more interesting. Let's go there. This leaves us fairly covered. We can give it a frontal facing. I don't like just moving in to shoot at something I can't see, but I don't want to wait. I don't want to mess up my initiative next round. Okay, what is this? And why can't I actually see it? It's a Ripper helicopter. No. Well, yeah, I think it's a helicopter. All right. Let us target it. Okay.
Reporting. One last vehicle.
Rip helicopter. The entire expenditure of my entire mercenary company's laser complement is right here. So it's nice to see that actually doing something. Oh, I thought it was a giant, like I couldn't see the mech inside. Did he just walk behind me and flamer me out of the fucking fog? That asshole.
Internal damage.
Did you shoot twice? Oh, it was a split attack. I'm actually gonna shoot 3 times. Little bastard. How much damage did he do to this guy? Actually, quite a lot, it looks like. Took structure damage. So he got through our back armor. Trying to kill us. It's there. It's a 45-ton mech there. That's a 45-ton mech too. A little scary. All right. We need to flank and kill. Can't rotate, probably not doing that. Right. Gonna multi-target this guy here. And that guy. That guy, I guess. Okay. They both target locked. That's A, sure, and this is B. Target him, please. Why can I not target him? Sensors offline during the first round of battle. Does it mean I literally can't see him? That'd make me very grumpy. Wait, he can shoot me in the first round, but I can't fucking shoot him? We shot a helicopter. What do you mean sensors offline? Shouldn't he just be obscured, not fucking invulnerable here? Alright, what if I just single attack? Can I target him now? I can target him now. So this is something to do with the multi-target. What do we designate that guy as? Let's target B. Is this guy target A? Haven't figured out how to actually use this yet. Okay, so we gotta figure that out. I didn't click him yet. Multi-target. You. Yeah, but I am clicking him. This is left clicking on him and it doesn't do anything. Maybe I right click him? Oh, that looks like a right click. And then a right click over there. But not letting me assign then, so presumably it's not. And it lets me easily click this guy. That guy just straight up, no problem, gets assigned as target A. Although I don't actually see where it says target A. Oh, right there. No, that's a on fire indicator. God damn it. I want a multi-shot, so I brought this guy. But I can target this guy. So I thought you might be right. He's a cloak that protects from multi-fire? Oh, it's a specific anti-multi-fire thing. Scary. Oh, you know what I forgot to do with this move? Forgot the fact that downrange weapons can miss. It's very hard to hit this little bastard. Fuck you. We just... Alright, I guess we're gonna have to be insanely careful about that. Because apparently missed weapons, when they miss the target, they 100% hit the next target. Which is your guy. 100%. Because like this had a 25% chance to hit. We scored 2 direct hits on our teammate.
Right here.
It's really annoying. Which one is this one? Little dude. So he's super hard to tech hit because of ECM. We can't ever shoot again because my guy's behind it. Melee attacks might... No. Yeah. Wonder what our initiative is going to be next turn. Probably not that great. This guy looks fragile as shit.
Confirmed.
Alright, this guy, 17%. This guy's no way even... I mean, we're just going to kill this guy again? This is going to be an immediate restart on this mission. Because of this mechanic. Okay, downrange was over there this time and didn't actually connect with my guy. Maybe it is more sane than it looks. Maybe it literally is the direction of the path. So like this move then was a bad move because it needs to not be... It needs to be over here instead. Fuck is that? They just made a million heat in my guy? Okay. Alright, so presumably if we go to... Did he light his own guy on fire too? It looks like he did. If we go to there, there's nothing downrange of this, right?
Moving out.
Heat rockets, okay. 21% point blank range. Jesus, poor old Hunchback, man.
Report minimal
Getting
damage.
pummeled.
They got a sensor lock on me.
Primary target damaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
There's a lot of mechs on the field here. And they all apparently have higher initiative than we do.
Barely a hit, Commander.
That was 6 shots before he gets to move?
Quitters never win.
Zardas. Thanks for the resub. Welcome back. I don't know, man. We're getting kind of pummeled over here. I think we're ambushing a convoy. Our ambush feels a little bad. Still more enemy movement. It's like we're getting ambushed.
Damage critical. Okay, that was a hard hit.
How many fucking turns do they get?
I'm in trouble, Commander. I laugh at your puny attack. What? That hit hard.
All right. They're still acting. Still acting before I get any actions. More units jumping in behind me and shooting me.
Is mine, my internal.
Still acting.
My mech's overheating.
All right, it's finally our turn. I think there's. I mean, that was like 7 mechs. I mean, this is pretty clearly outside of our ability to complete, right? So we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 targets over there. We've already killed one. That's 7. There's 3 in here. 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, there's 4 in here. All right. Well, good to know. The point of checking that out was it gave us 2 warnings. We went from a 1 skull yesterday to a 1.5 skull today, and the difficulty went from hands-off keyboard easy to that, whatever that was, which seems outside of what our current mech is capable of, our current team is capable of doing on day 2 or day 1 here, whatever it is. So that's fine, but we got to figure out what we can figure out exactly what that means in terms of, was that a surprise from that mission? Was it specific to, was the skull level important there, or was it something different that told us that was much harder? Yeah, chat, but you got to be careful with warnings. You have to understand what the warning means, right? So maybe that was that. Maybe that's specific to the mission. All I know is we got to move first on our hunchback, walked over, shot that thing, and then they took 16 actions in a row, all 16 of which were to attack the hunchback. And I mean, it might be a tanky mech for the early game for us on the hunchback, although it's not super tanky. It's our biggest mech, but it's not going to survive 16 actions of mechs of its same size. Okay. All right. So the other thing we look at then is a different mission. So we want to take a second mission from here. All right. So that was a 1.5, and that was too much. So presumably then we're going to be restricted to one of the 1 skulls here, or the half skull. I think that's going to force us to piss off one of the factions. We either piss off Draconis Combine, the planetary government, who don't think anything of us anyways. Oh, you can't gain rep with this faction, so we don't give a shit about the planetary government. That's a pretty high priority stuff for us. Salvage is a little bit worse. What's interdiction? This is versus Comstar. Okay. Which I think is a good, good whatever. All right. Let's head up to this. All right. Salvage, I can get up to 2 and 9. So this is one configuration, 1.5. I think we want to go just salvage. That's fine. Okay, we'll accept this. And we don't know yet what we learned from that. Did we learn that the skull means nearly nothing? In which case, what are we using as another indicator? Or did we learn that the skull is very, very accurate? There's just a very decent scaling difficulty. I don't know yet. We don't know what we learned. But we hope one day to know. Okay. try this one. Okay, no warning here. So last time it gave us that you want higher tonnage warning. Okay. Good morning, Alarian. Comstar is Space Comcast and Religious Fervor. Space Combat Comcast would make them fairly evil. So eventually, and again, we will want to find this out. If this is a Long War style mod, losing pilots is fine and losing mechs is fine. And I'm fine playing a game that has I like playing games that allow you to lose units and not have to restart the game. But I'm not sure if it is. And certainly on mission 2, you probably don't want to do that. So, what is this game about? Loving one's neighbors. It's my favorite type of game. It's a both strategy. It's a strategy game with both strategic and tactical elements. So it's turn-based, squad-based combat with a resource management as you run a mercenary company. Okay. Intel says that they're near your current location. Move in and clear them out. Sure. Okay. Thank you, QED. All right. Your mech warriors are more important than your mechs. Spoken like someone who doesn't value hardware. Please. Please. Our mech warriors are replaceable and disposable. Our mechs are one of a kind. All right. How far do you think they can move? Are these helicopters friendly? Do I have a friendly helicopter there? And friendly tanks? Okay. Can't get on top of this mountain. Is that a range issue?
Piece of cake.
And are we in combat time right now? I think we are. Destroy enemy units. I think they're coming to us as well. This one's a much closer range unit.
Heading out.
Need something, Chief?
Also a very close range unit.
Full speed, no target. Orders?
Is this desert biome too? I didn't notice. It might be. Yep. Now we don't have any ability to modify our mech, so it doesn't matter. But I'd like to get a stabilized shot next round without having to move, so we don't get the movement penalty to shooting. Although I don't love this position. Depends how like ridiculous it is again. If it's like 16 mechs attack me now before I get another action, it's going to be a problem. If it's 4 censored targets that don't do anything, that's much less of a problem.
Yeah.
No time limit here.
I'm going.
Ever played Troubleshooter? It's similar to this genre. Nope. You're late to the stream. Did you resolve the version graphics issues yesterday? The version issues resolved. Graphics issues? I'm not sure. It seems the performance seems better right now, but we're not in the same spot it was yesterday. I did do a number of suggested, of recommended performance tweaks. Whether or not that did anything, I don't know yet.
I'm receiving you.
And, like standing like right at the edge of the forest, like with this hill, like drilling them with fucking long range weapons sounds incredible.
On the way. Double
Yeah.
time.
Thanks, Splintermind. Ooh, masturbation puns. Let's see how far we can go with this, chat. How deep does the well run? Alright, I thought we might be shooting ER PPCs down the firing range, but they haven't moved towards us, so we're gonna just move towards them, I guess. Okay.